Hello everyone, I'm Jared Hall. It's Monday, February 17th, 2025. Welcome to the week ahead. The U.S. stock markets are actually closed today due to President's Day. The S&P 500 index gained 1.5% last week after being supported by gains in the technology and materials sectors, buoyed by better than expected fourth quarter earnings from companies. This marked the benchmark's first weekly gain since January 24th. Last week, closely watched inflation indicators came in slightly above expectations. The U.S. seasonally adjusted consumer pricing index rose by 0.5% month over month in January, above expectations of a 0.3% increase. The U.S. producer price index rose by 0.4% above the forecasted 0.3% rate. The hotter than expected inflation metrics added some volatility to the benchmark in the middle of last week, but was not enough to stop the gains. These inflation metrics are seasonally adjusted to account for the typical price increases seen at the start of the year, known as the January effect, a common time for companies to reset pricing strategies. While adjustments are made to both the CPI and the PPI, there is much speculation that they don't fully offset this seasonal impact. Here is a look at the sector performance last week. As we mentioned, the leaders were technology and materials, while the only real decliner last week was the healthcare sector. Looking ahead to this week, again, the markets are closed this Monday for President's Day. Economic reports due out will be focused on housing data, including home builder confidence, building permits, and existing home sales data. Outside of this data, there will be quarterly earnings for the country's largest retailer. We are almost through the bulk of earnings season. The projected earnings growth rate is still 16.9% for the fourth quarter. Looking out to the first quarter of this year, 42 S&P 500 companies have issued negative earnings per share guidance, while 33 companies have issued positive EPS guidance. Looking at how the market stands in terms of valuations, the forward 12-month PE ratio for the S&P 500 index is 22.2. This ratio is above the 5-year average of 19.8 and above the 10-year average of 18.3. That's all for this week. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow along with us for more content like this.